Hey, second time today that we welcome you to another tournament here. Back to Warcraft, bringing you the best competitive Warcraft tournament on the planet. And after B Cup and show matches, we got Don't Rush Me Cup. But did Mr. Remo Demo show you the bracket for B Cup? Is that something that jumped into your eyes already? I wasn't tuning in because I had to do like a million things at once. But do you guys know the playoff bracket for B Cup already? Yes? No? Maybe? Well, I got it right here. I could show you. It's quite interesting. Can you repeat the question? Do you know the playoff bracket for B Cup? Did Remo show you the playoff bracket for B Cup? No? Voila. Notice anything? Something jumping your eye? Like this, maybe? This, maybe? Oh, ho, 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 let's go! Linverse happy. March 8. March 8. Linverse happy. First round playoffs. In B Cup. Best of 5. Okay, it seems like I'm a bit more excited than you are. Well, today we have Don't Rush Me Cup. And Don't Rush Me Cup is a very, very cool tournament that we got with special rule set. Why is it called Don't Rush Me Cup? Well, you can't interact with your opponent for 11 minutes and 20 seconds. And we've been here all week covering this tournament. Started at Monday, 9 a.m. Say So made it through. War3 Orkuro made it through. Moon, DB, Lolai, Trunks. This group is on hold. It's currently being scheduled. So in Chic, the Pants and Sexy still in. We got Dice going through and Inspired with Score and Sonic unfortunately eliminated. Neutron also going through first. Very, very good performance. And Ina with a big upset over Death Note and Edo. We got Hawk, Chemico, Lelu, and Lucy. That is the group for tomorrow at 7 p.m. And today, we go into one of the most interesting groups that we have. If you are a one-on-one player, you'll probably cheer for Starbuck. And if you're an FFA fan, you probably know Svibi as an most improved player or rookie player of the last FFA Masters League season. We also got Still, who's the FFA Orc GOAT. And then there's Whiz, who's a little bit of a hybrid, sometimes more active, sometimes less active, but definitely still a threat. So how will Starbuck thrive in this no-rush environment? How will the FFA people deal with the one-on-one situation and the superior micro of Starbuck? So many questions. We got a couple of playoff slots left. And the winner of this group in Group E goes up against War3 Orkuro. The runner-up of today goes up against Say So. Not too easy at all. Curly, happy 4 years subiversary, my dude. Now, we got the introduction in. You know what this is about. It's a big tournament with lots of prize money on the line that you chipped in. But the majority of the money came from one person, and that person is going to be on the call here as well. As we had in the past couple of days, rulers will be by my side, and we already got some interesting developments here in the first couple of seconds. We got Svibi, the FFA specialist, with on the left-hand side with the Blade Master mirror image, but I see a big cow. And this is something I have not seen at all in this game mode or in FFA. It's usually a Blade Master. Some people tried to play this with a Farseer, but TC in Orc Mirror could be quite interesting. Rulers, can you tell me everything about TC in FFA and Don't Rush Me?
Hey, what's up, Neo? I don't know. Okay, so Starbuck is complaining about the server. I have no idea what the difference is between them. But it seems like there has been some history with good and bad servers, even though the ping says the same in the lobby. So yeah, I guess we just rehost.
I guess so too. Of course, people didn't scout each other either, so strategy shouldn't be out there. We could wait if the server if that was just a hiccup, or if this will continue this way. Starbuck, let me see. Yeah, that was a big spike. Up to 1,200 MS. That's a lot.
Yeah, this doesn't look too good.
It looks good now. Starbuck was also the only player spiking this way. The server is fine. Like, your ping is fine, my ping is fine, Svibi's ping is fine. Starbuck's ping is back to normal. Maybe it was just a hiccup on Starbuck's end.
Yeah, so let's just try to continue. And you were asking about the TC first, and yeah, usually this is some Killer Boy FFA style.
Is that a player?
Man, you are not in the FFA community, I guess.
No,
so,
no. I joined the Discord server, and 2 hours later, I left the Discord server.
Yeah, it's like Killer Boy, Easy, and Stein using this strategy. Also, Eshon, by the way, sometimes. And I even have seen Sheik with it. But it's mostly cosplaying them. But the only way that I see, or I've seen this in the past, is when you're going for bad lane, and then you go TC Panda Tinker, even if you want, with Shockwave, Breath, and Rockets, plus bats, so extreme anti-tower, anti-building build. Plus it's super unkillable because you have the TC with Reincarnation and level 3 Aura. You have the Panda with the Panda Split, and you have the Tinker with the Robo Tinker. So in FFA this is super annoying and super hard to kill. I have no idea if this is anything that Starbuck planned for this mode. But it's Starbuck, and we know that he's creative, and could be very devilish if he's trying to play this build, and could be very, very tough to defend.
Yeah, he's not shy of laming, we know that. Bat Riders into Night Elf bases, no problem. He's also not shying away from tank play usually, and of course he has some experience in like 2-on-2, 3-on-3, 4-on-4 with his teammates of Phantom Aces, so maybe he can abstract that into this game mode, where you have a lot of time and you get a lot of resources. Also, this might be the first time I see a grunt in this game mode.
Exactly, yeah, me too.
Well, we are in Fountain of Manipulation. Oh, sorry? No what?
No Warmill yet is also the first time I've seen. Like,
True.
expansion up, tier 2 pretty much finished, but no Warmill yet, so very standard free grunts as we played it 2006.
That's right. Yeah, I mean, this, since we've not seen it, it's either genius or it's foolish, right? There's very little in between.
And we see already Shockwave, and yeah, I mean, it's Starbuck, so how can it be foolish?
Well, I've seen him do Mountain King Tower Rushes on Twisted Meadows against Night Elves. So he's not foolproof either, even if he's very, very, very good, of course.
And we see the double beastery. Okay, so it's either gonna be Bats or Raider, I guess.
Yes.
So I'm not sure, like, against Orc. Usually Orc and Human are the hardest races to lane. We'll see how this is going. Second hero, not yet started, I think.
No, not yet. It is just a Warmill here. I mean, he was probably thinking about strategies. He had the entire week. He was watching a lot. He saw a lot of orc games, and he made the conscious decision of playing differently. So yeah, he might see something there, but sometimes also your theory craft is not lining up with the games then in real time when you do have an opponent. We walked past the tavern and did not go for a hero. I mean, in 2-on-2, which Starbuck played a lot with like Pato and Krav, it is, I don't want to say normal, established is maybe the better word, to go for a TC and creep him solo to level 5 and then eventually go for second heroes. Maybe he's just playing a 2-on-2 strategy.
Yeah, look at this. He's going for raiders. We see Ensnare and we see the first raider getting built. And also he's going across the map for the second easy expansion. So yeah, this build already looks quite established and not like something that you would do freestyling. But you never know. I mean, it's an extremely high-level player, so I might underestimate the freestyle capabilities of him.
Oh, he can for sure. I mean, he was the one introducing Pally Rifle to the scene, thankfully. So we'll see. He's definitely a different breed than most players in one-on-one. But now Starbuck, everybody knows Starbuck, but Rulers, you're of course an expert in FFA, and Svibi is coming from the FFA community. Maybe you can give him a little introduction.
Yeah, we see him now trying a very tough camp, and wow, he already has red headhunter, so this looks very difficult to creep. So yeah, first appearance was in the last FML season of Svibi, and he immediately reached the playoffs, which might have never been done before. I think, at least I don't remember in my active time. So this was extremely impressive, especially as a totally new player. It's not like a 1v1 pro that just moves over to FFA. So yeah, Svibi, I was very impressed with him. He made it through the qualifiers, by the way, so he's not the FFA player of this group, who is still. But yeah, he managed to advance through the qualifiers, and he beat Razer in the final qualifier game with 2-0. So yeah, he definitely knows how to orc mirror, and I also saw the games, and they looked very nice. Like, he won a lot of these straight-up engagements, 80 versus 80, 100 versus 100 with caster, Blademaster armies. So yeah, I still think he will have the hardest time to advance from this group. Because yeah, I mean, still is the #1 FFA player seed. And Starbuck is of course a very high solo player seed. And I think this mode should definitely suit him well, and now we even see bets, so he's going for the full lames.
That's right. I just saw lots of witch doctors on Svibi's side, and then this is an interaction that we haven't seen before. I don't think in one-on-one, maybe also not in this mode. If the raiders attack your buildings, can't you just stop it with stasis traps?
Oh, I don't think this is a long-term solution. I'd rather say you stop it with spikes. Level 2 spikes are incredibly strong. And we already saw Starbuck scouting. Like, he scanned all the expansions and the main base of Svibi. And Svibi is going for triple torrent totem double lodge. So this is the full power death ball fighting army against the full laming army. I'm not sure how this is going. I think on paper even the laming army should be favored, at least when you don't scout it, and I don't think I have seen a scout from Svibi yet, because then he would immediately go with more defensive structures, which I don't see yet.
What we do see is 2-round attack will be launched. 40 seconds till the invisible wall here will be gone. At the moment, Starbuck can't cross onto the grass. Currently, it's greener, but in 30 seconds he can. And he got the bats prepared for this Great Hall, where there's only one tower. He got the main army with raiders and double mana pot TC prepared for the other expo. That's a lot of shockwaves and a lot of bats.
Yeah, and he goes for single hero, which means a lot more supply for bats and a lot faster leveling on the TC, of course. So yeah, I mean, against level 3 Shockwave, even towers, I think, might not be the best solution. So this is gonna be a hard game 1 for Svibi, I think, because he didn't scout it yet. Maybe the Blade Master now sees it. Yeah, the Blade Master goes to the market and he sees now the bats, I guess. Or at least should, because he's busy with pulling the creep camp on the left. And yeah, already no spikes now. Okay, spikes finish in a second, but only level 1, and until then the Great Hall might already be dead, and so is the Great Hall in the north.
Yes, we be getting very, very much overwhelmed. This is maybe an advantage that solo players have over FFA players. Timing attacks. I mean, in the one-on-one part of FFA, you have timings as well. But of course, one-on-one players rely a lot more on timings than FFA players in general. And we have so many level 3 shockwaves. The Expo is in shambles. The second Expo is in shambles. The main base is not looking too great. And this is a phenomenal start for Starbuck into this game mode.
Yeah, exactly. Like, if you would show me the player and I had to guess who it was, then I would say Sheik. Because Sheik is known for also doing a lot of lames. Yeah, we also saw, who was it? Sini, yeah. Sini also tried the Farseer TC Raider lame, but he forgot Pillage, and he forgot tier 3 tech for a long time.
Well, Starbuck also forgot Pillage.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. I have the overlay. There's no Pillage.
Are you serious?
Yes. But it doesn't matter. That's the good thing about the Starbuck game. Main down, Burrows down. This is a quick one. Holy.
Yep. This is gonna be very quick.
Torrin get a couple of kills. All right, we have 15,000 damage on the TC. There's minimal damage from Svibi towards Starbuck. He's trying to harass with Blade Master only, basically, the entire time. Starbuck on 4 bases. Svibi on 1. No, on 0. He has no income currently.
Oh, yeah, that's very bad. I mean, this is the issue when you don't scan in this mode. Like, he is going triple Torrent Totem, double Lodge without Beastery. No spikes, not a lot of towers to defend. And he also wasn't ready when the timer was up, so he also couldn't go for the counter base lane, or for the base raise rather. And yeah, Steph on the Blade Master was also too late now, so yeah, with the Blade Master alone he could have defended against the bats, and with the Tauren army he could have defended against the Raiders. But yeah, it's all easier said than done if you're playing against the 2,700,000 MMR player.
A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, and maybe nerves as well. Big stage, big tournament, big prize money. Going into this as the underdog. We've seen better Swibis, that's for sure. In a straight up fight, the Torrents still do a lot, the Blade does a lot, but Starbuck is not giving him a fight at all.
Yeah, exactly. And Svibi, he should split up also Torrents to the expansions. So what we realized in this mode is, as soon as you are the one who is just defending and aren't dealing any damage to either the main army, the main base, or the expansions, you will fall behind. And it snowballs against you the game. And yeah, 69 out of 0 supply for Svibi. This is not the best. Top left, he tries to rebuild.
But it's scouted.
Supply was still okay.
It's scouted right away. Portal used as well. Starbuck has some lumber issues as he's only quote-unquote on 1 shredder. But yeah, this is not an issue at all. We see dots everywhere. We see vision everywhere. So Starbuck is not going to be surprised by any sort of attacks. And the bats still do damage in the main. This is indeed very much unrecoverable.
Yeah.
Was quite a funny moment there. There was a TC level 6 being chased by a TC level 1, but since TC level 1 had Bloodlust, the 5 level lower TC was the bigger one. But it's also something you only see in this mode. Now we got a somewhat straight up fight. Oh, okay, Blademaster Torrent actually doing some work, getting like 3 to 4 raider kills. Unfortunately for Svibi, his main base is getting fiddled down more and more.
Yeah, supply is still kinda even, at least the left-hand side number of the supply count.
Yeah, I guess. Why hit a unit when I can't hit a building? Correct. Is there a particular rule in this tournament? Yes, there's an 11 minute and 20 second timer where you can't attack your opponent or cross the middle. That is the rule set. But yeah, we're waiting for buildings to fall here.
Yeah, and now also he's transitioning to Shaman Witch Doctor. No second hero yet, by the way. But I don't think he needs any of it.
Yeah, level 3 Endurance Aura is very tempting. All in by Svibi. Starbuck is sending in some raiders here. Might be more donos if purged or stunned. Lets him go. Oh no, will he really get none? Only the one that was hexed. Oh, damn. Well, that could have been better. And now Svibi has to defend again. Shockwave again. TP again. Very offensive TP. All right. But speed scroll right away.
Yeah, taking a look at the minimap. Also nice ward spreads. But yeah, you can see once you have a lot of towers, it would be defendable. So I don't have zero hopes for Svibi for the next game. He just needs to scan if there is a lane coming. This was also the issue, by the way, with Seizo against Orkaru. In game 2, Seizo played a 100 supply Griffin timing without any scouting, and yeah, Orkaru played the bad lane and caught Seizo off guard. And Seizo lost that game, so yeah. In this game mode, scout, reveal.
Knowledge is power, indeed. And usually there are always labs available where you can scan with. Svibi still trying to recover.
It's kind of interesting now. Like, he might lose this town hall. He's TPing back with everything.
Ooh.
But just too much damage. Just wanted to say, like, if you can hold this town hall with the Blademaster and the Torrent, there's not too much for Starbuck to defend his main.
Okay, he might lose one base, but he's still on 4 bases, and Svibi is on 0. Yeah. I mean, Bladestorm can always do a lot. In fights, it would be okay-ish, but we also get Wyvern now for more harass. Svibi is very much stretched thin. I think these are the last buildings, even.
Yeah, the question for me mainly is, like, can Starbuck defend his main here? And if the TC TP's back, the Blademaster can also staff. So this is for me now the question, honestly.
Town portal home, Wyvern defend at home. There is resurrection.
Town portal home, now the Blademaster should come. Blademaster step in. There we go. And what is he doing now? Okay, now he's running. Yeah, I guess. I guess that's the smartest move, yeah.
Still lots of mana potion, 1200 gold. He's donating a bit of his army away. No spikes too, by the way, by Svibi. That hurts a little bit as well. But it seems like a deliberate feed to the towers to change up the army a little bit.
Yeah, more Wyvern now coming, so this is gonna be hard to defend again. Yeah, and yeah, looking at the minimap, the entire south is already taken by Starbuck now. More and more bases coming up. TC still has the ultimate if he has skilled it.
TC damage 23,000 damage. Level 7, so Endurance Aura 3. He can always run away from everything that Stomp hits the units, not the TC, which, as you say, will just use his ultimate anyway. I wonder what Svibi sees in this game still.
Yeah, I mean, he wins all the fights, so in his point of view, this is not looking too bad. He's not aware of everything that's going on in the south. Fortunately, didn't surround TC here. TC here with now evacuating. He wouldn't have had a TP. So that was some nice improvisation by Starbuck.
I think we're on 6 buildings. We have 2 peons left for Svibi as well. He scouts. Oh, 1 peon might. Oh, it's not. Might die, maybe. Big pole arm.
Yeah.
1 attack. Okay, 1 peon left.
Where is it?
I don't know. Oh, in the let's call it main base.
Forces are under attack.
In the burrow now.
Okay, now we have a lot of Y181 supply, and this is, I think, the point in time where where Starbuck is able to fight, and yeah, Svibi is a little bit overwhelmed. He's on the left-hand side with the Blade Master against the TC, and yeah, of course, this GG. That was
Sweet.
game 1.
Easy mode for Starbuck, not threatened at all by Svibi. Hopefully he can improve his scouting game. Hopefully he can improve his army composition. In the fights it didn't look that bad, but yeah, Starbuck miles and miles ahead throughout this entire game. No hurry though. Do we have updates from Still versus Whiz? Because the dream match is Starbuck versus Still, even though not too many people are familiar with Still. But yeah, we all want to see it.
We definitely want to see him, yes. And I don't think I have an update.
The game is still running. It's at the 22-minute mark. So they're playing, and we might get them in the winner bracket. Later tonight, for the one-on-one people, we got a weekly cup at 7 p.m. So you can sign up. Link is on our homepage. Link is on warcraft3.info. We also started our pre-sale for the InfernoFinals. For the first time, our German league has offline finals as we join forces with the Being Esports Dota League and the Being Esports Age of Empires League. Tickets are now available at Eventbrite. Link on our homepage, on our Discord, on the Being Esports website, everywhere. And it would be great if you mention at checkout that you are there for the Warcraft 3 community. The more people come from our community, the better our time slot gets. And of course, potential for a second season. Get them while the tickets are available. Now, we have a little specialty in this game mode. 1-0 for Starbuck, of course. And during the veto process, he declared first map is Orc. But in this mode, after the first map, you can switch your race. And that's exactly what Starbuck is doing. So now we get human versus Orc.
Oh, that's an interesting build. I've never seen this one before. Altar into Lumber Mill. Like, I know Altar first, I know Lumber Mill first, but I have never seen this build. Altar, Lumber Mill, no barracks. So, gonna be a fast Archmage with, I guess, 1 footman. So, yeah, it seems fine. The issue is if you're going for a very fast Altar, that you don't get a lot of lumber until the Archmage is out. And when the Archmage is out, you mostly want to go to your expansion where you need 5 militia. So yeah, earlier Archmage means less lumber. But of course, more gold, earlier expansion. And maybe he's just going for a green spot first. That's also very possible.
Since this is Starbuck, I thought maybe he's going for a Blood Mage for laming. But no, I don't think that makes much sense in this game mode. For Svibi, everything stays the same. This map is, I guess, a little smaller than the Fountain of Manipulation that we had before. Maybe easier to track, maybe easier to scout. And for Starbuck, yeah, with human, of course, this is main race. Maybe it's map dependent. Maybe it's just for entertaining purposes to switch it up a little bit. But we've seen quite some lames there with Raider Shockwave. Starbuck will definitely find a way to eliminate the Orc base with human as well.
Yes, he's also going for the advanced lumber upgrade already. So this is quite of an FFA-ish build. So yeah, I'm curious, is he going for lame again, or does he give us a little bit of his a little bit of a sneak peek of his fighting skills?
Well, can be a mix of both. Great player with tanks, gyros, great player with griffins as well. All down to him, and of course down to Svibi to ruin that. After the 11-minute mark, you see the timer clock ticking down. Human always a little slower when it comes to expansions, but same can be said for orcs in this game mode, as they both need their peons for lumber, as I learned from Rulas the past couple of days. And yeah, there we go now. Slow and steady as so.
So yeah, super hybrid build from everything we've seen in 1v1 and FFA. He went for a green spot first with 2 militia, early altar, but still early lumber mills. So yeah, a little bit of everything, and that's definitely a good thing.
Great, as long as you can creep this, but with militia you can creep pretty much everything, as long as it doesn't have cleave and frost armor, as we've seen on other maps.
Yeah.
Classic mirror image built by Svibi as well. I really hope he can show his real strength, because this is his introduction to the one-on-one community, and he can surely do better. Would be a shame if he's underperforming here today on the big stage.
Okay, now he's out of water elementals, which means that his footmen are taking a little bit of damage. Not ideal, not the worst. He has 4 of them. Usually us FFA players go for only 2 footmen before the expansion in tech, and then mostly go for a 3rd one. So yeah, this means a little bit of a later tech. But everything's still good. As said, this is gonna be level 3 Archmage. Looking at the timer, 50 seconds until the Shredder, so he can go to the lab now. And then buy his Shredder, and then go for the 2nd expansion. I think this would line up very nicely.
Looks like he's exactly on the way there. Svibi does the same at the top. Shredder, one of the most important timings in the early stages of this game mode. You want as much lumber as possible, get as many workers as possible on gold instead, and the Shredder is taking care of the rest.
Yeah. So I was asking myself, what in theory is the best map for this mode? So we have seen quite some of them. We have seen bigger, we have seen smaller ones. And yes, some argue that exactly this map is the best map for this mode, because it's not too big, not too small. It has some nice strategy variations, a lot of different creeping options. You can go to the right-hand gold mine for the 2nd. You can go south. You can even go across the map, because there is another lab for Starbuck. So you could even go there, buy a 2nd Shredder early, TP back with it, or creep more of the left-hand side. So many options. And I also think this is already one of my favorite FFA maps, which makes me a little bit biased towards it, also in timer.
I'm of course in favor of Vile Reef, because it has the most Makroras.
Yeah, that's of course a good argument as well.
It is the prettiest, even outside of Makroras. It's just by far the prettiest. But you also make good points there. By the way, about your points, how did the FFA player do yesterday in the lower bracket? As you were touting.
I mean, I casted together with Trunks, and in the first game, he said there's no way that he can lose anymore, Skawa, against Inspired.
Oh.
And unfortunately, he lost that game. And then 2nd map on Sanctuary, after 20 minutes, I asked Trunks, like, what are the chances that we go into game 3, and he said 99%. And it was a 0-2 for Skawa, unfortunately, in the end.
So, is Trunks just a bad caster and predictor, or was that crazy comebacks by Inspired?
Yeah, I think Skawa was a little bit nervous for sure. Like, he had the Shadow Hunter was very vulnerable, and Inspired focused the Shadow Hunter all the time. And there was Katka's Gem of Health on the Blade Master with a big healing potion and Potion of Restoration or something like this. So this was pretty much the main critic. Yeah, he was quite far ahead in both games, and Inspired, to be fair, microed amazingly. Like, it's insane how well he fought in these fights, and then managed to come back in both games. And he now qualified, and he is up against Moon in the playoffs.
Ooh, sick.
And the
Yeah.
first thing I said is I'm really worried for Moon.
True. That could be an upset right there. Inspired was already a threat to DICE in the upper bracket. There was super close fights, spending half an hour non-stop brawling, non-stop harassing. Amazing games yesterday. And I was also, like, I wanted to make the same point, like, whoever is up against him, and you answered that already, doesn't have as much of an easy job.
Yeah, totally. Especially his versus Elf matchup looks incredibly strong, and he even said after the match against DICE that he should have won it. He made mistakes that he usually wouldn't have done, and yeah, that makes me a little bit worried for Moon, but I already said it against Ice Orc after seeing the bad lane. But yeah, Inspired, definitely. He is super prepared, and he has this build down.
Speaking of
And
builds,
talking
Rulas,
about this game, we only have 3 minutes left, so
Yes.
let's not
Yes,
forget
yes.
about the army.
I was about to make the same point. Yesterday we talked so much about other stuff that we didn't mention the builds, and we have to mention the builds because it is Griffins on Starbuck's side with Inner Fire. There will be bats, probably some. Oh, we actually don't have a bestiary, so no bats. There is a bestiary up in the left-hand side. Okay, but very few of them. Headhunter Bloodlust versus Griffin Inner Fire. Those seem to be the builds.
Yeah, I don't mind too much, honestly. Inner Fire Griffin seems to be the standard against Orc. We saw it, or I saw it, Inspired playing against Scour yesterday. And also Death Note played it against Ina. So, and yes, it also looks very strong, so I think it might be just the best straight up. And the counter to it, most likely Spirit Walker Dispel with bats, Mass Wyvern, or also Headhunter with casters, and this is exactly what Svibi is opting for.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Bats fall off heavily. If you're not too familiar with the Warcraft interactions, it might seem like, hey, bats do a lot of damage when they explode against air. And also AoE, isn't that the hard counter? Well, Bat Rider Explosion is not magical, so armor reduces it. And humans usually go for a lot of armor upgrades. First one coming. Inner Fire is buffing your armor. Devotion Aura is buffing your armor. And there's Protection Scrolls to buff your armor. So to cut it short, there's a lot of armor. And then the bats don't do as much damage as they used to. Plus, they're pretty expensive if you mass them. So yeah, Headhunter, very good damage output if you can keep them safe.
Yeah, but what attack type are the bats detonates? I have no idea because Anti-Magic Shell is blocking it.
Mr. Rulas, let me tell you, there's two different attack types. The target damage is a different attack type than the AoE damage.
Uh-huh.
So one is enhanced physical and the other, I don't know. But it's definitely two different attack types.
Interesting. I didn't know that. So, 10 seconds left. We see 70 versus 75, and now Svibi sees the army composition. He sees that there are Griffins, so this time he's not getting lamed. And expansion-wise, only 2 for Svibi against 3 for Starbuck. And ooh, both red camps are still up for grabs for Starbuck. And Claws plus 12 is definitely what the Blade Master needed.
We do have 4 heal scrolls by Svibi against the Clap Blizzard combo and Griffin's Hammer AoE thingy. That's a lot of XP for this Mountain King as well. Svibi in the middle. Supply numbers are the same. I like that he goes for Spirit Walkers as well. if he has Spirit Link and then the 4 heal scrolls, that's a lot of healing.
Yeah, nice damage from the Blade Master in the south. Took out this expansion line, and now we see the fight. And is this even gonna be the deciding fight? Bad position for Starbuck, I would say, to initially fight. Blade Master in front, that should be good. I don't see Spirit Link though, because the Spirit Walkers are not in the fight.
Not just yet, just arriving, but also no pre-buffed inner fire. So Bats could have actually done a lot here. Oh, the fight is on the Mountain King is good though. Blade Master down, and that's the major damage of Svibi.
Man, it's so it's so sad to see the items on the Mountain King with double Helm of Valor and the Claws plus 12. Imagine the Blade Master.
Well, if only humans had an agility hero, eh?
Yep.
In one-on-one, they the humans tend to play Fire Lord. That would have been a dream for a Fire Lord as well, but yeah, might be a bit squishy.
So yeah, Svibi the qualifier in this group, who never had an easy time or a good time in this group stage. In fact, Inspired is also came from the qualifiers, so he is the only one so far that made it out of the groups. Everyone else was unfortunately eliminated, and Svibi in this game also doesn't look good. It is just an uphill fight from the MMR screen, I think.
I agree, but that is good news for the Still fans out there, or for us to get a little impression from Still, as this is a very, very, very quick series. I did not expect this to be so one-sided.
I have an update for Still. It's 1-0 for Still, but it was close.
Okay, good sign that we have Whiz in shape. DV also said they're fighting 100 versus 100. So, good to see Whiz in shape. GG, good luck in the next rounds. GG, GG, GG. Yo, sweet, simple, good execution, good fights, coming prepared. 2 different strats with 2 different races prepared, including creep routes. Seems like Starbuck is a threat in this game mode as well.
So yeah, for sure. Are we going for Whiz versus Still map 2, or
Yes.
should we rewatch the first one in 3x and then 3x the second one until the timer is over? I will let you decide.
I will go into the Still Whiz game, which is in Flow TV, in 75 seconds, and then we catch up live with the rest.
Perfect.
So we will see Starbuck again in the upper bracket final up against Whiz or Still. Entering the result real quick. Boom, boom, boom. Still 1-0. Boom. Yeah, Whiz for me is a bit of a question mark. Like, I know he got good skills in every game mode, basically. Sometimes he plays amazing. Sometimes he's a bit underwhelmed. Or underwhelming. This could be anything here today.
I mean, yeah, Wiz highest solo MMR is like 2.4k even as well, I think. So he's never to be underestimated, especially when it just comes to straight up fight, straight up macro. He played a lot of FFAs, and he's also a very analytical guy and likes to win. So I definitely think he prepared for it.
Good stuff. We're going live. Fountain of Manip in 5 seconds. Orc versus Night Elf is the matchup. We're just going to fast forward until we're live, and then we should be synced. Otherwise, I'm going to stream to you. Whatever is easier. So, Wiz facing the lower bracket, Still facing the upper bracket final versus Starbuck, where then we have to ask the question again, will Starbuck play human or orc or a mix? This is the first, this is the same map that we've seen between Starbuck and Svibi in game 1, Fountain of Manipulation, big map. And still one map away from the upper bracket finals. So since Monday, since this tournament started, Rulers has been singing the song of praise for Still. Many people might not be familiar with him when they only watch one-on-one competition. So one more time, Rulers, what makes Still so special and why are you so hyped about him?
Yes, so I think Still is the best fighter when it comes to high-level heroes. Let's say ultimate stage and 80 supply plus in the world. I don't think any other orc would win a 1v1 against him at this stage of the game. And he's also an FFA player, so he's also aware of some standard or good builds. But I read something in my Discord and it says that Still had a very bad build. And of course, timer is different than FFA because in FFA you only have 1/4 of the map that you can freely move in. And for timer, we oftentimes see that you want to go across the map to, for example, get a second shredder early, get the other expansion across the map. And it seems like Still is more going for his normal FFA build. So yeah. The information about game 1 I have is Still bad build order and creep route, Whiz good fighter with Demon Hunter, Panda, Priestess.
Panda, Priestess. Okay, so far same build up. The Crestfallen, thank you for the gifted sub. Thank you also Dev for the 1 year. Less than 3 right back. 757, the Crestfallen. 9 subs away. It's the final countdown, indeed. Yeah, throughout the week, because we don't see Still in every FFA competition, he just owns ladder quite a bit, then disappears for a while, very rare occasions. It's somewhat the FFA equivalent to a Lin returning, in a way.
Yes, I guess so. Yeah, every ladder season that he plays in FFA, he wins it. He had the highest FFA MMR ever reached on W3 Champions. Best win rate. So he definitely knows the maps and knows how to play this mode. But yeah, there are some differences between FFA and timer, as there are between 1v1 and timer. And if you're not perfectly prepared, then this will already cost you a lot of your skill advantage.
Do you think?
Yeah, I mean, with
Do you think that it hurts him that he can't chat? I don't imagine him to be quite an active chatter in FFA.
No, he's not chatting at all.
Okay, I see. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so at least that doesn't handicap him.
Players' forces are under attack.
But yeah, very exciting to see him here in this game, and also very nice to see Wiz here as a very strong solo player that also is a little bit of a hybrid these days, I would say, playing decent amount of FFAs, a lot of FFA show matches. So yeah, we are at 4 minutes 7, so it's time to creep the lab here for Still.
You might not have fast forwarded. I'm at 4 minutes 39.
Sorry,
40.
I forgot to fast forward. You're right.
I know that feel, man. I have been in your shoes so many times. Good that you synced it up, man. That would have been interesting during the fights.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. I mean, it feels like when I click as soon as possible in the Warcraft Champions clients to serve the game, that it should be already synced up the most, but yeah, it isn't.
We can go to the future on Warcraft Champions. So it is a relatively slow start in the first 5 minutes. We got 1 expo only, no super greedy Night Elf build that we've seen. Also Still with only quote-unquote 1 base, which is kind of the norm. Shredder up on the other side as well. So far I think everything going according to plan.
Okay, we now see the second peon moving out on the map. The question is he going for the red creep camp here already? Or is he going for the second natural? And yeah, it feels like he's going for the full FFA build here.
A player's forces
So he's not going across his side of the map to do some fancy stuff here. And yeah, now I understand what people meant with like his build order and creep routes is not ideal.
What is not ideal about it?
Yeah, you could go for this green across the map, like what we see by Sheik, for example. He goes... I can't ping because it's... But yeah, the other natural in the north. And then go for the lab on the right-hand side of it to get the shredder early on, build a war mill even there to immediately get the lumber income started. But yeah, he goes for pretty much exactly what he would do in FFA. Which is of course, which is also the same as Whiz does, by the way. So he also goes for this middle red camp. And it's interesting, we just saw it on Starbuck versus Svibi. Both went for the easier gold mines across the map first. And pretty much ignored the center reds.
Alright, we get expansions there on both sides. Might be the first point of attack then. Vamp aura on both sides, good damage items on both sides, classic hero combos, but Naga is not that classic for this FFA mode. I don't think I've seen a Naga so far.
Yeah, looks like Trunks build here. Demon Hunter, Naga...
But even Trunks didn't play the Trunks build.
Oh yeah, true.
He played Panda in his matches, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, so we don't see a bat lane here.
A player's forces are under attack.
Just a very standard orc fighting army.
With lots of casters, with a little bit of control, and Walker's Torrent then, I guess. Leveling. On the other side, we get the first Ancient of Wind for talents. We get lore as well, and the techs are progressing very even thus far.
Yes, very, very even. Both going for pretty conservative routes. I mean, not really conservative. They are taking with now the second red spot, but not too creative, maybe I wouldn't call it.
Yeah.
It's not like the double war mill before tech into double shredder. Demon Hunter! Demon Hunter! Wow!
Oh, almost caught it. Almost missed it. I was on the left-hand side. Still tried to dodge the boulder with a mirror image. That was a nice idea, but then the boulder flew to the Shadow Hunter. Yeah, all calculated here, for sure. Demon Hunter gets some extra HP. A very good fighter for the late game already.
Yeah, I really like this matchup now already because it's very even. After the timer, I guess, in terms of what they got done. So we have a very nice comparison on how well they are fighting. And triple Chimera Roost, okay.
Ooh. Big damage. Lots of mana on Still. Big mana potion, mana stone, robe of the Magi, noise. Demon Hunter, of course, lots of damage. That's his upside. So against the Chimeras, do we have enough anti-air?
We see a third bestiary coming up now. But so far, no army started. It's 1 minute 40 left. It's not like Still is super rich. And yeah, part of the reason is that he went for the second goal, for the second expansion as the red mine. So we won't see like 80 supply armies after the timer, I would imagine. Everything a little bit slower for both of them, but very even.
And a little break here as well. Right before the timer is off, 100 seconds pretty much precisely. And then it's down to fighting. Hopefully Wiz can recover. And we get game 3. And here we go. Going to the middle. There's still 2 red spots. There's still the big fountain camp, which you could go for. once the army is there, but so far we don't have big armies.
Okay, so we see TC third with the tiny Great Hall, so this is gonna boost his economy quite quickly. And the Chimera production is gonna start soon, so we break exactly 1 minute before the timer ends, which means the Chimera should be out on point when the timer ends. There we go. Podem third.
Player's force is under attack.
That indicates maybe a lot of hero focus? Like, at least a lot of single target.
Yeah, that's totally right. That's usually also what Trunks does very well.
Do you think he can threaten the Blade Master that way? Because that's the only real target that he can hope for, I guess. Anything that's in the front row. There's no Torrent just yet. Shadowhunter will be in the back.
Yeah, I mean, at the moment, Blade Master with kind of a glass cannon build.
Plus 25. Yep, that's right. And we're gonna have 3 orbs down the road as well.
Okay, there we go. Both players can cross the center of the map now. Chimeras come out as projected. Middle uncrapped yet. And let's see what they are doing. Who is gonna take the initiative in fighting?
Interesting. We're still building the 80 food armies. Those will be up at more or less the 12-minute mark. This is not the crazy big camp that we've seen on other maps, but still, never underestimate the Rat Dragon. But Whiz is not in position. Actually, he's not in position to do anything. Was waiting for the Chimeras, a few seconds off. Is he ready for the Creep Jack still?
Yeah, this looks like a perfect Creep Jack timing now. Is he gonna use a bat now? Or 2 bats for the dragon to speed up the creeping? This would make the fight, of course, way worse, but he does. It's the potion of invulnerability, and yeah, this is this uniqueness of the map I will talk about later, because we have a big fight.
Right on. So, let's see. 80-80 at the moment. Bears disappearing quickly. One of Illusion could be nice as well down the road, but everybody is slot-starved. Talents don't have too much to attack in the air anymore, but for the focus fire could be good. Hex on the demon, who is super sturdy. TC about to fall. There we saw the big focus fire potential of this Night Elf army. We're fighting next to a mana fountain now, which will probably be beneficial to the orc as he has all the casters and still is, for now, winning the fight.
Then we only had 11 minutes to talk about the fountain in the middle, but it is a mana fountain as we see now.
True.
And what can be better than a mana fountain for an orc with triple caster build?
Yeah, as orcs usually lack mana regen, this is a heaven sent for still. Can soak up all the blue bars here now. Is on 1, 2, 3, 4 bases already. And Wiz has some issues following this up. And I also, like, it's a very fragile army. We got bats against the Chimeras. We only have 2 armor upgrades, not 3. Only 1 staff. No healing on the heroes. I'm not too sure if this can
4
work.
expansions up for still. And yeah, we talked about it yesterday. Bottom right, when will he ever find time to crypt this now?
Yes.
In order to get more expansions up. This is what has to be done before the timer. And this is very nice, but still we might see the final fight. 99 against 90 supply. Let's see how this is going.
Still was just waiting with his real builds and his real skills until we are watching.
Yeah, it looks like it, because this is looking very one-sided so far.
It's still a bunch of Chimeras. It's still Fairy Fire. I guess. Do we have a talent still? Theoretically, we do. So if all Chimeras and heroes and the Fairy Fire attack 1 target, it should fall in the blink of an eye. But we'll still allow this.
2 armor upgrades. A lot of bets already.
So many stasis traps in the middle. It's all fortified. Also gets the vision on the high ground. Super smart. Yeah, he's just walling off everything, and now Wiz has to engage to heal to hold the base. still a little bit of an inconvenient position. Now the bats are coming in.
Nice dispel. Nice dispel into bat detonates.
There we go. Not too many chimeras left. Can the Blade Master do this by himself? So far, it looks like it.
Dust settles a little bit now, but I don't see too much DPS left for Whiz here, honestly.
Yeah, he's wasting a lot of damage on the Blade Master illusions. Now we retreat into the stasis traps. We can then plant heal wards as well.
Yeah.
For him, it's like a combined... It's like a fountain of power for still.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess we might get the matchup we all have been waiting for.
Hell yeah. You know, on one-on-one, there's like two things that constantly happen. A, we're not getting the dream matches we want. And B, if we get these dream matches, they're kind of disappointing. So I hope this, this game mode is a little different in that regard.
Yeah, let's hope for that.
But yeah, what can Wiz do? I mean, he's half bases. He's not an upkeep, so that's something. But Occupy Mana Fountain Man still is insanely comfortable. A little spa on a Sunday.
I'm just taking a look. Yeah, he has 12 army supply more. But yeah, now that still is in high upkeep, not even dead anymore. So army supply should be rather even. Once the chimeras arrive for Wiz, but they aren't yet, and this means that this most likely is going to be a one-sided affair here again.
Wipes all the chimeras, wipes the demon hunter as well with a sweet 244 critical strike. Ladies and gentlemen, you just saw what Still is capable of in this game mode and in fights in general. Starbuck versus Still, our upper bracket final for the playoffs.
Nice, we get it. We get it.
Are we like a lot faster than yesterday?
Yes, for sure. I mean, these were all one-sided games. I mean, Starbuck took his time in the first one.
True.
But other than that, just too big of a favorites, both of them, for this group stage. So yeah, I'm excited for this.
Alrighty. This is looking good. And then Wiz, of course, has a chance still against Svibi in the lower bracket, plus the lower bracket final will be played as well, which we might or might not cast because we got a weekly cup today, episode 179. You can sign up at backtowarcraft.com has the link, warcraft3.info has the link. The more players, the better. Check-in starts in more or less 1 hour. Also, we run a German league, the Dach Inferno, and we run it for 4 seasons now already. The 5th season is starting very, very, very soon. And that season will be the first with offline finals. It's at Take TV's bar at Krefeld, June 13. It's not only our finals, but it's also the Dota finals and the Age of Empires finals. And ticket sale has begun today. If you want to meet us, if you want to see the German champion being crowned in all 3 titles that are all pretty damn cool, by the way, and meet illustrious esports personalities such as Yannis Neo-Tiarx, maybe, you can get your tickets now, ! Inferno Finals. We also got B Cup group stage concluding today, which means that we got playoffs in B Cup, and these playoffs are lava hot. We talked about dream matches in this timer tournament. We also got dream matches there because the upper bracket, Life versus Sock, banger. Colorful versus Infi, cool to see. Focus versus 120, both on fire at the moment, but the real deal is March 8. That is next Sunday. Lin versus Happy in a best of 5 first round playoffs. This is gonna be so freaking good. You are hyped for Starbuck versus Still the entire time. I am starting my hype for Lin versus Happy right now, as we didn't get it for the second time in Super League. Now we do. And we got a little bit of a prediction game. It's long playoffs with lots of players. It's gonna be very hard to predict. It's challenge.com/bcup21 prediction. Show us that you are a better prophet than I am. And guess the winner, I think. That was my advertisement. We are in the map pick and ban system for Don't Rush Me Cup. Starbuck confirmed Orc first. Still confirmed Orc first. And these guys are fast.
Yeah, very fast so far. I guess in the end now it gets a little bit slower because everyone knows there are two maps that they definitely don't want to play. And for Starbucks, that's Frozen Marshlands. So the map where Laming is not so good. Monsoon also already banned. So at the moment, Monsoon, Greenville, Wild Reef, and Turbo Kills, the most played maps. 3 of them are banned already. So this means we get some new maps. And Fountain today is very popular, it seems, as well. Greenville Woods picked. Now it's between Fountain or Twilight Ruins, with Starbuck having the last ban. And looks like we might see Fountain again, or are we? Because he started with this map for the first series as well. There we go.
Has to make double sure that it's the correct map. Thankfully, we have these previews. Wonderful, wonderful tool coded by Rulas. And we still don't have an answer. Was it vibe coding or did you actually do the work?
Who is doing the work these days? I mean, I'm not.
Okay, I see. Good question. But if it works, it works, man. If it works, it works. So we are in the lobby. Hype matchup, probably one of the most hype matchup in the entire group stage here. Have fun, boys. I still want to know, kind of funny. I still want to know if Still is the same Still that was at Faculty back in the day. Do you know that? You were at Faculty as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I wasn't with Still.
Nah. Think you're a little too old. I think when Still joined Faculty, he was like 14.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I was like 12. So I was with Crafty.
Oh, legendary.
Yeah.
That was like 2003-ish?
And DeLorean slash...
Did you meet him offline, DeLorean?
No, unfortunately not.
He is one of a kind. We always got along very, very well. We had some good nights together, me and Dodo.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Oh. Thank you, Mr. Bo Zipper. The secret ingredient
is Priome.
Priome, exactly. Get your primes in to not get this match interrupted by ads. We got the upper bracket final for the playoffs. Winning the group always means you get a better seed and will not be up against the winners of the other groups. But a second place, which is usually a little easier as the upper bracket finals were quite decisive. So, Starbuck in the red, Still in the blue. We got a one-on-one player against an FFA player. And I gotta say, so far, the track record of the one-on-one players are pretty good in those encounters.
Yeah, they are amazingly good, unfortunately. But I still have hope.
Me too. We'll still be the one to break the dominance. I mean, Seiso is a hybrid. Lots of hybrid players there as well. Don't want to take anything away from the FFA players who paved the way for this mode. Now, both players, maybe not... I mean, I don't know. We don't know if Still followed the tournament so far. Very hard to predict. Still wasn't watching Starbucks games against Svibi, most likely. where he could have seen that it was TC lames. This time, Blade Master opening, so no more TC.
Oh, that could be very nice. So pretty much similar opening builds. And yeah, this could be very huge. Like, oh, only imagine these big fights between those.
This would be fun. Rulers help Svibi with veto. Your admin duties are asked, Mr. Rulers.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Multitasking required. Yeah, so it is similar builds. No grunts then as well. And again, if you're tuning in later, there is an invisible wall here in the middle of the map that cannot be crossed. You can step on the stones, but you can't go to the other side's green. Or grass. You can just look at it and think, hey, that's a little bit greener. Mirror image, it is the standard build. So Starbuck, this is really interesting. Starbuck showing versatility in orc builds. His very own unique TC build from like 4-on-4 team games. Plus the FFA standards. With Blade Master Mirror Image, we will see a lot of red numbers this game. We can tell you that much. Can I show you what's APM? I do have a graph for that. I don't know how fast of a player still is, but it's goddamn even. 330. Imagine playing an FFA for 3 hours with 330 APM. That sounds like torture. To me personally, but these games, of course, a little faster in general. Similar builds.
I remember Rabi on his stream doing like a Battle.net game max APM challenge that he can do, and it was like 50 APM less than Leon.
That's crazy. I mean, I wonder how accurate APM still is, because with Reforged we got this rapid fire introduced, right? You can just hold down a button and it repeats the action, which wasn't the case pre-Reforged. You just had to click the entire time. For example, if you are at a mercenary camp and you contest for a Shadow Priest, both players can now hold down the button. And back in your day, my day, whatever, you had to click, 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 click. So you can basically spam APM nowadays.
Now I have another thought that just came to my mind. What if Starbuck watched our stream just before, where I said that no one in the world can beat Still in an even 8 plus high-level hero fight?
That is something that would surely motivate Starbuck to show you who's the real deal.
Yeah, exactly. So very similar creep routes here, but nice pull by Starbuck, so he gets the healer out uncontested. But Still is already done, and Still already with Spike upgrade.
Okay, I wonder if he's then expecting the TC build again. Still a shame, by the way, dear people of Blizzard Entertainment, that we can't switch into player vision. Player vision would be so good for this game mode.
Yeah, totally. And I have already thought about coding ways around it, like see on the minimap if a player scanned and stuff. So there are some ideas and improvements possible for this mode.
Sorry, what did you say? I was a little distracted.
Yeah, I just said that I also thought about maybe implementing something like seeing when a player reveals on the minimap.
With lines or something.
I think in Warcraft 2 it's possible, right?
Yeah, I think that.
It?
Well, they have player vision like we have in replays. Like, it's so odd that we have it in replays and we don't have it in observer. Maybe the future. Maybe in the future the technology will be there.
Okay, so we have one additional creep camp taken by Still now with the Goblin Merchant in the south compared to Starbuck, which means Starbuck's second expansion is gonna be a little bit earlier. but of course higher hero level for Blade Master. For still. Yeah, both peons are here, and really cool to see that this looks like total mirror match.
Exactly. Just the question who's faster. Maybe with this hero combo army composition also a bit of an item thing where I can't really find an advantage anywhere. Maybe the Blade Master of Still is more well-rounded with the claws, with the boots.
I mean, Woundbracer is pretty bad. Heal Potion, I think, nice, but the Boots of Quel'Thalas, they seem very, very good.
Yes, Gloves of Haste.
And yeah, let's
also.
take a look at the fountain before we forget.
Yeah, chat, what is it? What is this fountain? Is it health? Is it mana? Cast your votes now. So far, you've always been incorrect. You can never speak with one voice. I wonder if you can break that curse now. And if there's some Warcraft 3 experts in the chat.
Yeah, and the second specialty about this map that I wanted to talk about before is this middle red drake, if you remember. There is a 50% chance that it drops a level 4 consumable, which is a potion of invulnerability, as we saw before, and another 50% chance that it drops something like Helm of Valor, I think. Which means this map has 4 marketplaces. So either this map will have extremely bad items in the market or extremely strong items in the market, depending on what the red drake is dropping.
Damn, that's a lot of randomness. Cool. Yeah, we'll see what it drops when we get there. This should be the most contested thing on the entire map once the timer is off. We still got 3 minutes. Chat can't speak in unison. A couple of people say health, a couple of people say mana. We'll see. Expansion-wise, 1, 2, 3 for Starbuck plus the main. And still a little further behind.
Yeah, but the tech of Still is 20%, 20 seconds faster, and he's gonna go for the TC now, and the TC will bring the Tiny to the top, so he will catch up with the third expansion.
Imagine backpack now. I mean, the TC can do it anyway. Okay. Yeah, on Starbucks side, tier 3 is also done. TC only started now. Wonder, it would be too greedy to go for a Tiny on the TC, right?
Yeah, this is... I don't know. Scour would say it's not too greedy, of course. As we saw him going for 5 expansions against DICE. But yeah, I think in an Orc Mirror, every supply is important, and going for 5 additional peons might just be a little bit too much. We see double Shredder from Still. We see, I think, only 1 Shredder of Starbuck. So yeah, he already has 4 supply less invested into economy.
That might hurt him down the road.
He could go for a Tiny.
We discussed the blade. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was just talking, like, we discussed the Blade Masters before, after Still found the Boots of Quel'Thalas. Well, I think Starbuck caught up in that regard. 15 damage from these claws. That's quite nice. Down the road, he might exchange that for some other items, but it's a good start, especially when you know that he probably got an early fight coming up.
So Still already is researching and finishing up all the master upgrades. For Starbuck on Shalan, master upgrade finished, and the Witch Doctor is just starting. But he's a little bit faster on the Tauren upgrades. Never mind, also there Still is doing fine. He has the faster army though, so still in no upkeep. 49 supply, so he needs to be careful. But it's movement-wise very similar, right?
Yeah.
Now both on exactly the same creep camp on the other side of the map. Still though needs to start pumping. Yes, now he's doing it. All master upgrades finished, all Tauren upgrades finished, Kodo Hour finished, and there we go.
We're pumping now. I wonder if this is a bit too late for Still. As Starbuck is rushing straight for the middle when the timer is off. Great timing, or great timing overall. Also with an 80 food army. Going straight into high upkeep even.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he's just attacking the base, not going for the red spot.
Hood of Cunning also for the Blade Master. Now a second Hood of Cunning. Okay, item-wise this looks very good for the Blade. PC though hurt, but level 2. So yeah, he might sacrifice the space because TPing into an orc can be very lethal for yourself. Okay, he needs to be careful. These reinforcements here. Bottom left. Kodo is not allowed to get intercepted.
A town is under siege.
He's TPing now, but to his natural expansion. So yeah, he should be able to consolidate, but now he is in a bad position because Starbuck is moving north. And it's gonna be another TP. And only 74 supply for Still against 94. This is a big timing push here. Oh, but where are the units going here? Bottom right for Still.
Oh, oops, for Starbuck you mean? Yeah, here we go.
Starbuck, yep.
Okay, big fight. Half of the army is missing. Not half of the army, but a majority of the army is missing. And we said Still is a good fighter. Now he has to prove it. Shadow Hunter in a pickle, though. He has an Ankh, so he will be back trying to untighten.
Both had one of the win.
Yeah, trying to untighten the situation. Shadowhunter still blocked there. Huge damage numbers on both sides. And yeah, Starbuck still waiting for his reinforcements, but they're not coming.
A player's forces
Yeah,
are
this
under
fight
attack.
was one-sided, but he realizes now that a lot of his army was missing. So this is 25 supply missing,
Yep.
which means he has pretty much even fighting supply still, 70 something, and has a shredder more. But yeah, both had Scroll of the Beast, both had one of the wind, so item-wise very, very similar. And also the Blade Master of Starbuck looks very strong.
I think it already is a testament of strength that Still can go toe-to-toe with a similar army with Starbuck. The question is, can he close it out? The TC is dead with an Invo Potion. Couldn't save it here, but maybe Starbuck wins this in the economy department.
Yeah, exactly. He is 100 against 77. And there's no way that Still can go to 100 at the moment because he lost 2 expansions and 3 mirror images are in his expansion and a Tauren in his natural.
A player's forces are
Oh.
Yeah.
Not sure.
We've seen play like this from Lawliot. Was really affected. Effective. Looking really good. Now, yeah, Still, as you said, under pressure. First expansion wipe, but in the meantime, Starbuck is taking the big red spot and the biggest items on the map.
And yeah, finally Still starts to harass with the Shredder bottom right and the Watchtower.
attack.
But yeah, it's not looking too good. But now TP. And a lot of Tauren. Ooh, this is 4 Tauren against 3. Dispel on the Bloodlust immediately. Stomp, not ideal of Still. And yeah, now he realizes this is 100 supply. Nicely seen. And TPs without a loss.
Shredder attack by Still at the expansion bottom right hand side plus towers. Watcher Ward sees that there's new towers here. A Tauren wipes the peon line on the upper left hand side for Still. And yeah, 1 expansion wrecked. 2. There's so much vision on both sides. XP.
TP in here.
Really? Ooh, everything still hurt.
Yeah, and there's now he's in a bad position because the Taurens are in the back. But yeah, there's no way out now anymore. No second TP, of course, for Still. So he needs to win this fight. And it's 88 against 77 in favor of Starbuck.
Okay, supply is dwindling here a little bit as the first Tauren falls. Still, Starbuck might lose the second one. Hero focus onto the TC. Still needs some help. Shadowhunter maybe gets the heal wave out. Clutch. Mirror images torn apart and Still is an absolute beast, man. He is owning this fight.
I tell you, this is so crazy, this guy.
That's nuts. Okay, let's see. TC still stomping. Starbuck has the high ground now, which is
Yeah,
a little bit of an advantage. Still loses one Torrent here. This is not over. Now, we saw that still has the micro. Does he also have the macro?
yeah, and expansion-wise, there's also a lot going on. Starbuck getting bottom right still gets Starbuck's bottom right. And Starbuck no natural expansion, but still has no middle expansion.
It's a
both on
wild
Twitch
game.
and-
Oh man, I'm
Yeah,
so
this is-
thankful this is only map 1. Can we make this an impromptu best of 5 maybe?
So yeah, looking at the supply, we are even. Starbuck is a little bit ahead in gold. Hero level-wise, still, I guess, is a bit ahead. But Starbuck is gonna catch up now here on this creep camp. With a level 3 TC might be very important to have. And still going for the main base now, so this is gonna force a reaction. Mirror images moving to the expansion, to the natural of still. Late master progression towards level 6, also quite good for still in comparison to Starbuck. Okay, still needs to be careful though that he's not getting backstepped here, but it looks like just a move to TP out.
Yeah, there's not much to creep anymore anyway, so why not try to hurt? Status trap, nice idea, of course not falling for that. One killed burrow makes it so Starbuck can't go to 100 immediately. But yeah, multitasking is required everywhere now. Still gets another town hall up. This one here might be such a move like Ina had versus Edo, you know, where there's one expansion and an
Yes.
in a position where you don't think about it.
that Starbuck wants to get his expansion ASAP as well now. Even though he just got his natural. So at the moment we are at equal bases, but top left has not been crapped for still, so we know that this can be an issue later on. And now both move towards the middle again. Both on 80, so no one has the resources really to go into high upkeep anymore, so we will have some even 80 versus 80 fights.
Oh, Starbuck is at 91. He's proving you wrong.
okay.
Yeah, he goes high upkeep. That is super expensive.
Yeah, this cancel is really big.
Stasis trap. And heal wards at the fountain. Do you want to fight this? I don't think so.
Yeah, but yeah, here's the high ground for Starbuck, so it's a little bit awkward.
Yeah.
One is the fountain, the other the high ground.
Also, reinforcements might just run into Starbuck's army if you're not careful.
Okay, now nice Bloodluster Torrent into the expansion of Starbuck. And Stasis traps to slow down Still's chase. So it might be another one base for one base trade here. But yeah, the bottom right for Still is nice.
Natural expansions still have a lot of gold. Here we go. Into this choke. Can you fight this? TC is
Blade
making
Master
sure...
very far front.
We do have some status traps. Blade Master's trying to reposition. TC opens
Yeah,
the door.
not fighting position still. Oh, he can't lose the Kodo, he does.
Without the 20% damage boost, you probably cannot fight. Vision everywhere on both sides, and mirror images take care of the towers. That was a big move for Starbuck. He, of course, paid for this as well, with being in upkeep the entire time. Still has gold to rebuild.
Yeah, that's true. High upkeep now, and Starbuck is going back. This is not what you usually want to when you are the one in a high upkeep. Economy will shift back in favor of Still, and level 5 Shadowhunter, level 4 TC, both very close.
Man,
But also for Starbuck, hero level super close.
This is about like 3 peons maybe, or 1 creep camp. Especially the level 3 heal wave, so good. Or even with this running around style of Still, endurance aura 2 for movement speed. Gigantic. He's trying to get the Magi. Oh, not a level up yet. He gets it with the last hit of the blade. Holy shit.
Yeah, double level up now for still 554.
Rebuilding an 80 food army might need a TP. Wyvern are coming
Yeah,
in.
20 foot down now. That's gonna be not a fight that he can win. Question is, does he know?
Shadowhunter of Starbuck also level 5 for the big heal wave. Blade Master damage very, very even.
He forgets 2 Witch Doctors as well still. But yeah, he needs TPs. Ah, this is not a good... Oh, he stomps first, okay, so he can move away with the casters. But I'm not sure if Wyvern are now the best choice here. There are still Headhunters. And yeah, 20 supply up for Starbuck.
And this time the entire army is in one place and not scattered across the map. I also don't think Tauren are anywhere. This Tauren might not be on the field much longer. This was a bit greedy. Invo potion, hacks on the team being pulverized by his brothers. Oh, that's nasty. Echo wiped out as well. Blade Master goes crazy with 198. Going Mirror Image 3, not crit, interestingly. So this fight is not one to take anymore. Still now high upkeep with lots of Wyvern.
Yeah, a lot of Wyvern. I'm not sure if this is going well, but he's getting the TC back now. Heal ward.
Oh, he cancelled them.
So what's the expansion count? We have 2 for Still and we have
A player's forces are
3 for Starbuck. But in high upkeep, this is not too important. What's important is going to be the next fight, but Starbuck level 6 Blade Master with Blade Storm. This is a big advantage.
Yeah. It was a lot of XP. So we do have a chart that says gold mined per minute. I don't think I've used this in like 4 years. It says they're even right now.
Yeah, because Still is on low upkeep.
a player's
And Starbuck is in high upkeep. True.
These mirror images could be level 6 if they are not recasted.
My camera got stuck. Sometimes this happens when I have the camera vision on a unit that's dead and then I have to... There we go. Ah! I hope I don't lag. There we go. "24 minutes. Pretty epic.
a player's forces are under attack.
Okay, 2 more Tauren for Still, but still 15 supply down.
Of course, you can't creep your way up to level 6. That won't help much. We get more anti-air in with the Headhunters as well. Blade Master with Flute is crazy damage against the against the Wyvern. We fight against the Starbuck, the
Easy,
TC!
easy.
Oh my god, with the potion he dies! Blade Storm though, against the health
Double
buff.
Blade Storm.
This is double Blade Storm, boys! Oh
Ooh,
my god, there's
really?
so much damage!
We are on even supply again.
That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. He can revive the Torrent for now because he got Master Upgrade on the Walkers. And now we don't have even supply anymore. And high ground disadvantage for Still as well. Pure force of will. Supply lead is back in Still. Oh my god, what a back and forth, Rulers.
Yeah, this is crazy game.
$1,400 gold on Starbuck. Wonder if Still is getting some expos up. It is this one expo right hand side, right? We talked about this. Will this be
Yeah,
like...
yeah, exactly. You say it.
Yeah, in the...
And yeah, he has to give this one up. No, he won't. He doesn't want to.
Oh, TC back from the tavern.
He's back.
Can be sniped and then TP'd out, maybe?
Yeah.
Or you fight.
Ooh, this is a very hard position now for him.
Yeah, whatever you do, you gotta be decisive.
Yeah, it was a little bit hesitant now, but I can understand. I wouldn't know what to do here. Again, the healing fountain in the back.
So good, man. So good. We also have 2 Master Walkers on still side, so we get the Torrent back when they die. Oh, the Starbuck.
And
no.
now Starbuck might realize he's going bottom right. No, he doesn't.
What a game.
Yeah, this top left not being crapped and the bottom right not being scouted are 2 very interesting things in this game also.
Players' forces are under attack.
Trying to get more eyes on the map. Starbuck with the peons towards the left, so that will fall.
So yeah, at the moment 2 versus 2 bases. But again, mirror image is in the economy line of still. So this is also something that he should do.
Thank you, Light of the Faith, for the 17 months. Much love. Chat is saying this game is all you can wish for as a viewer. Glad you like it.
A player's forces are under attack.
Okay, 2 more towers now for Starbuck. Top left, whoever still wants to expand. And bottom right is now being attacked. Do we see the TP here? Starbuck is going to the merchant.
He has a TP already.
Yeah, there we go. This might be a final fight.
Stasis trap not activated. Okay, then.
95 for Starbuck, 5 supply ahead.
Blade Storm is up, deletes the mirror images immediately. Nice heal wave on the Walker, still trying to reset it. Physical damage raining down on still Blade Master with the crit 3, of course. Blade Storm on the other side, getting into the casters. Oh boy, level 6 focus with a little bit of a hex here. That hero is safe though and still backing off with the stasis traps. Ready? Ooh, nice retreat. But that was Starbuck's fight.
Yeah, this was way better for Starbuck now.
But there's a shop for still, and there's no shop for Starbuck.
A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, this Wyvern take is interesting. Like, Starbuck fully focusing on Torrent, still with the Wyvern.
Everybody's getting more expansions up at this point. Still is not mining on the left-hand side, but getting another expo up middle left. Main base is empty.
Oh, yes.
A player's forces are under attack.
Where are we going from here? Still stays at 80. No upkeep, gets the high ground. Another item potentially. Maybe TC5 as well.
Yeah, TC5 would be good, but it's not possible here. And yeah, this mirror image harassment is definitely costing a lot of gold for still.
But high upkeep also. So there's not much gold for either side right now.
Yeah, exactly. But you say Starbuck is in high upkeep already and still needs to get there.
True.
At all costs. Otherwise, 20 supply down is not winnable. In this fight now, ooh, I don't see this being good for still.
With the Wyvern in a choke with Wyvern over the trees?
Yeah, but it's so much supply difference, I think. Just too much.
That is the sad sound of an FFA player losing against a one-on-one player. That you heard right there.
A player's forces are under attack. The town is under siege.
Okay, he goes with 80. Yeah. I think he knows that this is 100.
Yeah, we don't have to wait for any mines to go empty. We still got 5 minutes here for Starbuck. This one is relatively fresh. This one is fresh. This one is only mining with 1 peon, so it's also still available for a while.
Okay, 96 supply. It's late because it's all in production, so he shouldn't take this fight here. Yeah, he needs to get out.
Oh man, this Blade Storm is devastating! Invul Potion during Blade Storm, here we go, Bloodlust everywhere. Heal what's in the back as so often. The crits are still crazy for still though. And the TC gets the potion now, this time 300, 290. Big bad voodoo! Oh,
Yeah,
being
but nice
interrupted.
defense with the stomp.
Exactly, stomp
Yo,
on the...
TC.
Close. He's dead. No more aura, no more stomp. Tauren being revived, but not the big one.
He's 20 supply down going into this fight still.
And the reinforcements must be coming soon, right?
Blade Master.
Heal ward ready. Has an invo potion close. Blade. The illusion is blocking. Oh, snap, so close.
Now the other blade again.
We got Big Bad Voodoo soon on still if he levels. Ah! If that's a crit, my god. Status trap so good. Reinforcements arrive.
Now finally.
Oh my god. Still at the level 6, okay. Heal wards cancelled. Supply is in favor of Starbuck, but that was the case the entire time. But you can't crack it. And also we have to say, Starbuck has 18 peons, still has 6 peons. So the fighting supply is somewhat even.
Yeah, I would love for this mode to know the fighting supplies every time.
I would like
But
for
man,
this game to
is so
last
crazy,
forever.
I like it.
Yeah. It is crazy, man. Holy shit. That still is still alive is remarkable. Dude,
Yes.
Starbuck is one of the best one-on-one players in the world and still is like a ladder hero.
Yeah.
Nuts.
Bottom left expansion is not mining for still. That's what you said with the
A player's
6
forces
peons.
are under attack.
Yeah, he barely has income.
Yeah, that was the target of the mirror images that you mentioned.
Okay, TC is not back for Starbuck, and TC is still in the altar, so that's far from being here.
Yeah,
So Starbuck needs to buy time, yeah.
Town is under
35 seconds, but yeah.
Out now, not to the expansion. So bottom right is now should be taken out now.
No Big Bad Voodoo for still, by the way. It is probably too easy to counter with Hex.
Yeah, I can see that. Also, it dispels all your buffs.
Oh, true, because they become invisible. I didn't think about that.
So that's the expo gone for Starbuck. So 2 expansions for Starbuck, but 1.4k only in his natural, whereas still being constantly mirror image harassed has 4k still there. So Starbuck tries to get up the right hand with a tiny though. Okay, so that's big. And Starbuck again in high upkeep.
Okay. How does still respond? He has a town portal, but as you say, like, okay,
He's not here yet for Starbuck.
I was about to say, like, usually everything is clumped up and you want to stomp everything, but without the TC, what do you do?
A player's forces are under attack.
Okay, 2 kills here. Quite easily. TC level progress. Look at this level 5 straight and still's TC. Like TC level 6 in this matchup is super nice.
We have a big change, though, when we look at the Blade Master. Starbuck played with Critical Strike 2 for 30 minutes and still was competitive in damage. Now this Blade Master has Critical Strike level 3. He's plus 25 without a Kodo right now.
Look at the middle. Sorry to interrupt you, but there are reinforcements getting intercepted. Get intercepted. He has no mana for a purge. Okay, but the stomp hits 2.
Okay, that's expensive. Level 7 now for still as well. Blade Master's even. Oh, damn! How do you even cast this?
I'm not sure if this is a good TP.
Me neither. There is Blade Storm. Look at the damage go. Brrrr, and TP again. So who's taking the best fight now is the question. The shop is still available. Might be an X Factor. What the Big Bad Voodoo? The Big Bad Voodoo! Rulers, I can't believe my eyes!
What?
That's
Starbuck behind
crazy!
his supply. TC level 6 soon now.
What the hell is going on? Shadow Hunter, Shadow Hunter, Shadow Hunter, Shadow Hunter! Crit for 380! This game is everything! Speed scroll, TC, dead, still, you absolute monster! GG!
Wow, 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 wow. Well, I'm shaking, literally. I'm literally shaking.
Holy shit! That's way too crazy! You were promising us fireworks, and my god, did this game deliver!
Like everything that we missed in the first 2 games we had here.
I don't think I've ever spasmed out this hard for an Orc Mirror match. Ever. And I've casted every single Orc Legend there is in the history of this game. This is nuts, man. This is absolute nuts.
Wow, this makes me so hyped for playoffs.
Yeah, this
But-
group stage! This is group stage! Mental! I think I clipped the Big Bad Voodoo into Bladestorm. Hopefully this worked. Yeah, there we go. Ah, a little too late, unfortunately. What a cool interaction. Insanity. Absolute insanity.
Ooh.
Rulas, I think
So-
whoever comes up second is a threat to every group stage winner that we
Yes.
got in the playoffs.
Yeah, that's exactly the thing about this group. Like, first place and second place is pretty much set in stone. But yeah, I mean, who's getting first and second is just can be everyone.
Svibi in the
What a
chat.
beast.
Oh my god, I am supposed to play against one of these beasts again. Yep, good luck in the lower bracket, buddy. But nice that you advanced into the lower bracket final.
Wait, Svibi won against Whiz?
I mean, that's what he says in the chat. I don't think Svibi is lying. That's crazy. My god, you know what? I'm so thankful that we got 11 minutes and 20 seconds now to calm ourselves down.
Yeah, wow, exactly. This is
Like, not gonna lie, this was some of the best Warcraft I've ever seen in any game mode ever.
yes. I'm not sure what more to add. And I'm so glad that still delivers here and shows what he is capable of.
Oh my
Because
god.
this is exactly the still I was talking about.
Absolute monster. Absolute monster. If you guys like what you see in the Don't Rush Me Cup, there is a Matcherino up to reward the players for their amazing preparation, for their amazing skills, and the amazing show that they put on. Exclamation mark Matcherino. The bar is at slightly over 1K, but I think the players deserve so much more for the competition that they provide here. Great Warcraft. Chip in if you can. There's profile pictures for War 3 champions up for grabs as well. Exclamation mark Matcherino.
Wow. Semifinals and grand finals are best of 5, by the way.
Dude, do you send some oxygen tanks to the top 4? They might need it.
Wow, I just realized, yes.
Well, they can definitely take breaks. Like, I don't know, in a best of 5, when you need a 10-minute break after 3 maps or something.
And I'm so glad we see again Orc versus Orc and Blademaster versus Blademaster. Not sure if I ever hoped for that, but yeah.
Same.
On time at this time.
Yeah, whenever people ask me, what's your favorite mirror? I never say Orc Mirror. It's not as bad as Breaker Mirror, of course, but I casted 14 years of Blademaster, Shadowhunter, Raider, Walker, which is also not the most entertaining one. It's very skilled, of course, but yeah, this is the Orc Mirror of dreams.
Yes, and the cool thing is they are really playing it as a mirror. Like it feels like this is just an established meta where everyone has the same creep route and everyone goes for the same strategies and expansion timings. So yeah, we definitely get to see a real balanced 1v1 after the timer ends.
Exactly. Okay, a little bit of a smaller map, less space for shenanigans, but also a couple of expansions. Once again, we take a look at the inventory down the road. I wonder if Starbuck is changing up his build on the Blade Master, because he got Mirror Image 3, then crit. What would happen if he has the higher crit earlier? But then also damage-wise, it was very competitive. But the hero focuses of Still, especially against a TC, worked like 2 to 3 times. And that was due to these insane critical strikes that he got.
Exactly, and the perfect stomp hex timings.
Yes.
Okay, like I definitely will take a look at items this time. Because when it comes to these two, I think items could really be the only thing that makes the difference.
Rulers, I'm one step ahead of you. I looked at the tome. It was a tome of agility for Still. But
Wow.
it might be necessary between the two.
For Starbuck, you said? Was agility?
For Still.
Okay, because we have agility boots for Starbuck, so
Yes.
this is good for him for now.
Oh, damn. Okay. Yo, we can calm ourselves down for 7 minutes. I would argue the builds stay the same. We just fight it out. What was really, like... Do you think Starbuck being in upkeep too much killed him?
I mean, it would be easy to say, but you always have more fighting supplies, so it should actually have won him a lot. And at one point, I was really worried for Still. First point after the timer ended, when Starbuck had the initiative and had a Torrent, a Shredder, or something, or mirror images in expansions of Still, and attacked the third expansion. So this was where I was very worried. After that, I think I would have always wanted to be in Starbuck's situation, because yeah, he was in the high upkeep and still never had the gold to get into high upkeep in first place. So it was not like still floating in still floating in gold, whereas Starbuck was in high upkeep and no money. It was like Still just didn't have the economy to get into high upkeep, even if he wanted.
True. Very intelligent fight. Some very, very risky TPs as well. But it also looked like he goes into a situation where he knows it's not pleasant for him, but then he had an opening always with like a storm with a little bit of a retreat. But yeah, very, very chaotic. Both get Devotion Aura, which might be nice. I mean, Orc is a lot of physical damage. Having more armor is lovely. Good that both get it. We don't want items to decide our matches here.
Exactly. I'm very happy to see same items for both players, honestly. So creep route was exactly the same for both as well up until now, where we see the merchant now for Starbuck, and for Still it's the mercenary camp. So Still in terms of value seems pretty much the same.
Yeah, for now skill build also the same. Mirror image 2 at this stage when crit doesn't scale that crazy.
Again, the spikes. I think this is just his straight up FFA build, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, it helps a little bit against mirror image, I guess, but they mostly attack peons anyway.
At this point in time, getting spikes.
Yeah. Okay, you're right.
It's like being scared of Todd going on tier 2. Footman defense, push him.
I'm curious if someone watched Starbuck's stream and if he said anything.
Forces are under attack.
If it was exhausting, if he enjoys it, if he was frustrated. It would be nice if there's any reporters from the sidelines.
Starbuck still definitely enjoys the Svibi mask now. Oh, this is gonna be huge for Shadowhunter.
Ring plus 5 will be amazing for the TC that Starbuck just found, I think.
Yes. And now we have the big item. No marketplace on this map. So what you see is what you get. 2 red spot items for everyone. And we have the pipe.
Ooh, that's sick. Oh, that's so sick. I mean, there's no mana fountain here. Yeah, this... Oh, yeah. This will be a caster army again. Having free mana region is the dream. Still will, at the moment, also be happy about the Hood of Cunning. More intelligence, more mana, more damage as well. But yeah, if he sees the Brilliance Aura, that's the dream for Bucky. Three minutes. Two red spots still.
And look at this sentry ward. He can't place it over the border, but try to select it. It's getting thrown back.
Oh, wait, where?
In the left side of the tavern, there's a sentry ward
Ah! Oh my god, what the hell?
It can't be placed over the border, so it gets pushed back like this.
I guess it's time to once again shout out Flame of Change for the amazing trigger that he built for this invisible wall. This is something so easy to not think about. And of course, players think about, I can abuse this. I want to get my vision. Yeah. But the trigger coder is a step ahead.
Helm of Valor for Starbuck. Best item you can find. Again, I would say. Cloak of Flames. I'm not sure, man. Definitely not as good.
Yeah, Starbuck has an advantage, which could be good news for us, because then we might get game 3.
This is really the first time I look at item drops, I think, in time.
Yes.
And I was only waiting for them. So, Pipe against Cloak of Flames, it's pretty much. But also Hammer Fella better than... help me out. What's it called?
Hood of Cunning?
Hood of Cunning, thanks. Okay, TC out now for Dill. Is he gonna go for a tiny? Yes. Wow, this is a stack TC. And no tiny Great Hall for Starbuck. So this time economic game should go to Still. But Starbuck already on 71 supplies, so this is gonna be a timing push here, if I ever saw one.
It's 1 minute early. Open the doors, open the gates. I need to go to the bar. Yo, and with that, more army, better items. Still with the 600 gold in the inventory that didn't pay off yet. This will be extremely hard.
I don't like Starbuck here. I mean, he was just going to the middle doing nothing. And Shadowhunter, okay. Still quite evenish levels. Level 5. Yeah, okay, everything is pretty much still even. Never mind me.
We get... Oh!
But now it's bottom left crabbed, and keep in mind, having open free gold mines later on can be a decisive factor also. And we have another nice item for the Shadowhunter here.
Lots of healing for sure. 5-3-1. Starbuck gets the same by luring out the creeps of the camp. Heal scroll on Still side. TC gets solo XP. Lovely. He got the pipe!
Oh,
he got the pipe!
Ooh, he also got the pipe!
Oh
and
my
he has
God.
level 2 TC. And he has level 2 TC. So he has Stomp, where Starbuck only has the Aura. And now he has the Tiny placed. But it's 92 supply. Okay, this is all in.
Okay. Okay. This Shadowhunter has to do a lot of healing. The mana pool and mana regen is through the roof. But yeah, is it gonna be enough? Still can give up this Expo for now because he has that backup left-hand side.
Okay, pretty much even item still needs to hold this push. If he doesn't hold this push, it's of course over. But if he does, then he is in a big advantage. TC no Stomp for Starbuck, keep in mind.
Okay. Oh yeah, he got Aura only. Starbuck went crit 3 this time, by the way. Very odd fighting position with that shop here in the middle.
Still 10 supply disadvantage and a lot of it in production. So still.
Okay, he has to fight his way out. TC, perfect situation for a Stomp, but he doesn't have it. Blade Master by Still getting heavily focused. Lightning Shield on top as well. And Still just leaves the game. He sees, alright, this is too much, man. This is over. We go game 3.
Okay, that's also good. Fine for me.
Yes, totally fine. Totally fine. A little underwhelming after the cinema we got on map 1. But this also shows how one decision at the right time can make all the difference.
Yes, I don't even know which is the third map now.
Thankfully, you coded a tool that shows us the map for still is for ferocity. Why do you say ooh, hoo, 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 hoo? Huh?
8-player map.
Oh, okay. Well, we got 55 minutes until the weekly cup. I am not against filling these 55 minutes with this one last map.
Totally.
We have seen a 1-hour game before, Ido versus Ina, on Thursday, Friday, whatever day, any day. We've seen a lot of 30-minute games in yesterday's group stage. I need more. I need more of this.
Starbuck human though.
Oh, interesting. Now we'll see if Still is only good in mirror, or if he can do something versus human as well. Oh, wait a second. Still says human. I forfeit then? My hand hurts like crazy anyway. Well played. What? No way. No way. And he leaves the lobby.
Okay.
Now we've seen it all. What the fuck? That is a choice. And as an organizer who puts in hours and hours and hours of doing this, I know how that feels. And it's good that you are not talking right now, I assume. Good. Starbuck makes it through. Hopefully, of course, still will attend his lower bracket. But yeah, interesting choice. But still, he must have his reasons. It once again shows how demanding this game mode is. Dice said before, I need breaks in between games. This is way too stressful. Still said my hand hurts like crazy. I can't do it. Or didn't say I can't do it, but saves his energy, I guess. And yeah, I mean, we don't know still. We don't know too much about the person still. Maybe there is a medical condition behind this as well. There might always be reasons. But yeah, it is, of course, a big down for viewers and organizers. Starbuck makes it through. He's the one player happy about it. And he is then the winner of Group E, which means that we have the playoff bracket there. Group E is Starbuck versus War 3 Orc Hero. Thank you for the raid, Bucky. What a hell of a game one, man. What a hell of a game one. That was one of the best Warcraft maps I have ever seen in my life. In the 17 years that I've casted. Game 1 should have looked like Game 2. If I didn't forget 25 pop. Yeah, I'm glad you didn't, though. Big Bad Voodoo into Bladestorm, or Bladestorm into Big Bad Voodoo. Bro, twice in 1 week that Big Bad Voodoo is super decisive in your games. It's nuts, man. It's nuts. But yeah, you're up against War 3 Orc Hero in a bracket with Dice, DV, Trunks, Neutron. Group G is Hawk, Chemiku, Lelu, Lucy. I think that's a good bracket for you. I'm a big bad boy. What can I say? Yeah, maybe you should do with you should play twos with FPXY for the voodoo. Then you got it all together in one team. I think this is a good bracket for you, man. Dice was good but beatable. Whoever is coming out of Group G is, I think, also beatable. If Sheik wins, he's in the upper group, right? He's Group D. Yeah. I think this is a good bracket. I think this is a good bracket. I mean, it's not easy. I'm not saying it's easy. Like, Orkuro, hard to tell for me. I didn't see him play. Dice took some time to get online, but the longer the games, like the longer the group stage was, the scarier Dice got. DV, I think you have to watch out, but it's also the other part of the group then. He might have some nasty strats prepared. Trunks can be outfought, I think. Neutron is really good. And then this might be Soin. Yeah, I think the scariest players are one-on-one, like people who have their roots in one-on-one, but then played a lot of FFA too, like a Lawliot. Like a Say-So also. Like a Dice, like a Neutron. But to be honest, it can still, everything can still happen. And it's single limb. I don't know. But damn, what a match. What a match. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. Okay. Ruler says be right back. Yeah, I can understand. Like, oh man. This poor guy organizes this entire thing for like a month, and an entire week he hypes up Starbuck versus Still, and the game 1 delivers like crazy, and then the decisive game 3, one of his favorite players forfeits because Starbuck is switching the race. To a tournament organizer, absolutely heartbreaking and motivation killing. That is not doing the scene a favor. And I've been there, and I know how it is, and it sucks. You just want to punch a hole in a wall. Holy shit! What the hell? The big return of Kleine Schildpad with 100 gifted sub. This man has contributed so much that he got an own emote on this channel, and you all should still know it. B2W Schildpad in the chat. I want every single person to spam the Schildpad. Exactly. All hail mighty Schildpad. Glad you're still with us. Glad you're still enjoying this. Glad you're still supporting. That makes my Sunday, my dude. That makes my Sunday. That is awesome, dude. That is so good. Welcome back, I think. Man, we gotta appreciate the times we have in Warcraft right now. We got B Cup running, great one-on-one competition. Group stage was fun, but this is now the real deal. On March 7th, we start into the playoffs of B Cup. $8,000, live sock, colorful infi, focus 1-0, and Lin happy first round. Lin happy first round on March 8th. That is next week, Sunday. And then we got in the lower bracket Moon, Dice, Hawk, Elegant, Hazy, Soin, Sini, Kaho. Like, these playoffs are gonna be mental. Then at the same time, we have Don't Rush Me Cup. I caught up on Super League VOD last week. What a fun tourney. So many hours of content. Mr. Schildpad, glad you enjoyed this. I can say it was a grind that somewhat destroyed me in December and January. But that's in the past. We refreshed a little bit, and we're here for more Warcraft. And glad that you are all caught up. I hope life is good. I hope sun is shining on the shield pad. As I said, B Cup is always at noon. Don't Rush Me Cup was waiting with the scheduling for the B Cup scheduling, so it's not interfering. The playoffs you see here, Say So, Moon, Inspire, Lawlight, Ina, Orkiro, Dice DV, Trunks, Neutron, Starbuck. Then, also, because B Cup is on a break, we get a Yutiao Cup from tomorrow on, where we start with Happy Kaho, Sok Kaho, Sok Soin, Happy Soin. The other group is 120 Infi Focus Moon, so that will be Wednesday to Thursday, and then the playoffs with 3 matches on Friday. Every week we got a weekly cup that you can participate in. The sign up is live, by the way, in case you want to sign up for the weekly cup. Carson will cast it. I think this is something that makes the shield pad very happy. Should, I guess. Then we run a German league, and the qualifiers for that are on Tuesday. The first qualifier on Tuesday. Link on our homepage and the Being homepage. And we, for the first time, have offline finals for the German league. It's gonna be in June. It's shared offline finals with Dota and Age of Empires. The tickets went on sale today. If you're interested, come along, say hello. It's in Krefeld, Germany, rather central West Germany, in the Take TV bar with people like Yanis Neotiarchs. You might know a Hovi. The people of Being Esports. Take is going to be there as well. And we're going to have a whole day of German Championship. German Championship in Dota. German Championship in Age of Empires. German Championship in Warcraft 3. Gonna be a good day of esports. Communities getting together. Communities exploring the games together. And communities lifting some beers together. It's gonna be a fun time. And in case you haven't heard, Gideon teased something on the Rara Land Discord. Did I put this on socials? Nah, I think I can. Wait a second. Ingur. Confirm and upload. A lot of people are asking about Rara Land. We want to do it for a long time. Some stuff makes this more difficult than we initially wanted, but an important life sign from our side. We've had a lot of amazing talks throughout the last week, and we're pretty close to the finish line with Rara 26. Without teasing or leaking too much, if you haven't finished your vacation plans for the summer vacation, meaning August to early September, please don't do it this week. I will answer specific questions in DMs. Might be some good news coming our way then there.
Yeah, some bad news here, unfortunately. Yeah, it feels like still has some issues with his hand. So he can't continue anymore to play. Svibi won against Whiz. So now Svibi says that he also wants to forfeit, so that still makes it to the playoffs, as he thinks still deserves it more than him.
Oh.
So yeah, this is the current situation. So I think we won't have any more games for tonight, but I think the ones that we have, they were now, or at least the one on Fountain of Manip, the compensates for it.
Yeah.
Anyway, and yeah, I will update you how we will progress.
Man, this is quite nice fair play by Svibi. He said it already, like he was watching the game saying, oh my god, I have to play this monster. But then, yeah, if still has like a physical condition that doesn't allow him to play this mode because hand hurts, like arthritis, whatever it could be, this will not change in the round of 16, I guess. So I don't know, man. It is tricky. I don't want to be in your shoes. But yeah, at least we got this one map, which was bonkers. And we're back tomorrow, right? For another group.
Yes, tomorrow with Elu.
Hell yeah. He's showing you how to really play this game mode. The FFA god, the evil kid, is making an appearance in this mode. He's up against 3 very, very, very good one-on-one players. This will be 7 p.m. tomorrow with Hawk, Chemico, Lilu, and Lucifer. So 1 FFA player against 3 one-on-one players. This is gonna be cool. I'm there for it. I don't know about you if you put your head through walls now. Or,
I would be definitely.
or if you'll be there. We'll see about that. Maybe you need some family or rest time. Or you're there, whatever it is. You do you. And yeah, good luck with the organizer stuff, Rulers. It's tricky.
Yeah, thanks for having me for this game. So yeah.
Yeah.
Take care.
I'll
and
never forget this map on
walk
Fountain of
with you.
Mana, Brulers. This was unbelievable. Thank you so much for that. Well, then we have 40 minutes to kill before the weekly cup. If Still is out for just today, it's not fair for me to take its spot if it's a medical condition. Well, you guys discussed that. I think it's very honorable of you to offer that. That is not something many people would do. I'd like to see you continue playing though as well. But I definitely understand where you're coming from. And yeah, it is very nice of you to offer that. Now it's down to Rulers to figure this all out. Yeah, bit unfortunate that Still couldn't play game 3 anymore. But hey, it is what it is, huh? Again, weekly cup in 40 minutes. You see me next time. Let's go, Svibi. I want to see the the FFA Masters League Svibi again, going top 6 and owning. There was probably some Asian show matches that we can just jump in. In case you wanna show that you guys know Warcraft 3 extremely well. Thank you, Zika, for the sub. Much love. There's a prediction game for the B Cup. You got 4 days to do these predictions. Boom, boom, boom. Who is the best prophet in all of Warcraft? Guessing a double elim bracket is insanely hard. So good luck with that. Yes, B Cup has Lin versus Happy in the first round, which is just crazy. Yeah, 1 week from today, Lin versus Happy. What else? We have the updated ELO ranking as well. Like I did a little news update on the Reddit today while the contributions for Kleine Schildpad are still coming through. ELO ranking. Got a little update today. And quite some impressive news that I think are worth talking about. So Happy's still top 1, and to be fair, the gap between Happy and the rest is getting a little bigger at the moment with 2,730. 40 is back in the top 2. This is really, really, really impressive. 40 had a disastrous second half of Super League. Also, not too impressive of playoffs in Super League. And was a bit frustrated with the state of maybe himself, the game, the balance, whatever. But the man is on a tear. And I think the man is putting a lot of voices to rest, that you can't play a human anymore, etc., etc. No, he's grinding. He has some issues versus Moon specifically, because Moon is apparently a monster in Night Elf versus Human right now. But he gets his wins in. Baloo, thank you for the 15 months. He gets his win in verse 1-0 very decisively. Versus Live very decisively. Again here, Live, Kaho, Lawlion, 5 overs, Infi and Mirror. 6-1 against Focus, who is also in a very good shape right now. So phenomenal week for Fortitude. And I think the humans have their star player again. I know it was exhausting 2 days when the humans weren't dominating. When the humans weren't Humba. But I think Fortify is slowly but steady restoring the order. 1-0, third place. Conserving his good shape from Super League. And I hope he carries this into the B Cup playoffs as well. A rematch of Happy vs 1-0 is possible. Like, this bracket in B Cup is nuts, by the way. Human Night Elf up top, Orc Undead at the bottom. Super tough for Happy. Like, if he goes through Lin, it's still a problematic winner bracket semifinal. We've had a couple of brackets, I would say, where Happy was gifted a winner bracket when he was up against all the Night Elves. Not this time. Lin defeated him recently. Focus defeated him recently. 1-0. The mirror match between him and 1-0 was outstanding as well. So yeah, reaching the winner bracket final here is tough. Very, 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 very tough. Poor guys. As Focus is also top 5. Like, this B Cup bracket, this B Cup bracket, the bottom side, first, third, fourth, fifth. And 40 isn't playing the tournament because he has some, like, personal things with BBC. Doesn't play them. So the top 4 ELO players of this tournament are all in one side of the bracket. They're all here. That's crazy. That's crazy to me. Yeah, we're gonna cast the shit out of this. 100%. Good to see Fortitude rise. Good to see 1-0 rise. He had some good show match results then there as well, right? Win against Kaho, Infi. Only losing to 40, really. 5 overs live. Oh my god. Dude is winning a lot. Crazy to see, by the way. Where do I cut this off? Here, on February 22nd, 4-1 live. 5 days later, 5-0, 1-0. This is how much it's like in this scene about shape of the day. I heard that Life had a little crash out, by the way. Do you have any insights on that? Did he recover? Is there any Chinese players, Chinese viewers around? I am following drama like loosely. Schlagor, thank you for the prime. He's not playing Yu Tiao. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. But he is playing B Cup, right? He's continuing to play B Cup. Is he still laddering? Life has been on such a grind for years. Like 1,000+ ladder games per season. At some point it gets to you. What's the crash out? Hello, Boomer! It's basically tilting. That's the crash out. Hello, Sharky. I am well. Thank you for asking. So yeah, that's the major developments in the ELO rankings. Sock crashing. Dice and Sock on a very even level right now. So and oh, we're not on the scene, right? Call me lol. Thank you for the prime. So yeah, life with a little bit of a drop here. Lawlight, Soin, Kaho, and Dice ahead of Sock is fascinating to me. Dice catching up on the big boys here. I'm curious for Dice in Super League. Not Super League, Dice in B Cup. Dice can do some damage, man. Dice on fire. We'll see, we'll see. Well, I guess we can cast a game before Carson goes live with the Weekly Cup. What do we have in store in the Flow TV department? Custom game. 120 colorful or 120 Kaho? One to zero colorful or 120 Kaho? One to zero colorful. Did you see it? The live one? It's still ongoing. This one on Turtle Rock? All right, let's watch this one on Turtle Rock. I'm thinking about implementing Turtle Rock into our German league. I don't know what to remove though. Twisted, concealed. I don't know. I don't know. Series ongoing. The Kaho one was Stompy. Okay. Thank you, Yang Fang. Dude, you're like the all-seeing eye over the Warcraft scene. And thank you for your amazing contribution, by the way, this week with the show matches. These show matches were so much fun. I only saw the end of like Starbuck Moon. Moon is just such a killer versus human at the moment, but what an amazing series you provided us with in Starbuck vs. Lawlight. What an amazing moment you created in Starbuck versus Sock with the big bad voodoo into Resurrection. It's like, I hope that was a lot of fun, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm very curious about your matchmaking soon. Would also love to see some Chemico games, because that's something we don't have in this Chinese show match circuit. Could be cool to see Che there a little bit, if time allows it. Shocky, our German league goes into qualifiers Tuesday. Sign up. We got offline finals. Go, go, go get them. Sharky, I saw you're one of the... you got some of the highest ELO gains this week. Congrats, congrats. I think top 5 or something. Late work schedule. Fuck! But there's another qualifier on the 13th. What matches is this from? It's going on today. Like right now. It's just on Flow TV right now. So I thought we'd jump into this. Was Weekly Cup in 25 minutes. For what did I gain Elo? I don't know! Wait, I can look it up though. You could also look it up. And don't bother me, but hey. For human versus undead, the 100-year war. I think.
A player's forces are under attack.
Maybe. I don't know. You were listed there. I'm not making the rules. I'm just reading off of a tweet. I don't make the rules. So, Turtle Rock always interesting. Because this is a map sometimes with no immolation. This time we got immolation. Elves tried without immolation. I'm still not entirely sure why. Because immolation is that good versus ghouls.
A player's forces are under attack.
But not colorful. I have to finish a German project that's due tomorrow. Is it about Wojciech? I can tell you everything about Wojciech. Otherwise, sorry, I'm not a help.
A town is under siege. A player's forces are under attack.
So far, I think this game is very standard. Nothing extraordinary. 1-0, by the way, clear favorite here. This map might be interesting and this matchup might be interesting. I haven't seen too many 1-0 games in the past week or so. But here is where he oftentimes tried to go for his worm build. And he's playing Naga second now. Very happy-esque. Oh, and Colorful couldn't get to his middle. Couldn't get his own Naga. Ooh, this is not great. The Ultimate Void Connoisseur. It's a great book. It's a great book. From all the books that we read in school, that was by far my favorite. I think our project back then was called Wojciech's Descent into Insanity or something. We got an ace there. I had very, very few aces in my school. But that was one of them. Wojciech and the physics? Is it the physics?
A player's forces are under attack.
The physicians? What is it? I don't know. That's also very good. Physicists. Maybe by Dürrenmatt. 1-2-0 5-0'd Kaho. Then he 5-0'd Colorful. Then he 5-0'd Kao again. And now it's Colorful's turn again. Holy shit. That's crazy. 1-0 on a generational Night Elf destruction path.
The town is under siege. A player's forces are under attack.
That's something. Yeah, looks like Colorful can't really get a foot on the ground here. Remember the times when 1-0 was not scary versus Night Elf? Lemao. Neo went to school and ended up here. Yeah, life choices were made, Lugi. Life choices were made. Colorful, sometimes a very good fighter. In Undead versus Night Elf especially. The only one to get a map against him is Moon 4-1. Wow. Solid Fork Lightning. There is no TP. So what I get from this is if Colorful wins here, he's an Uber God. And guess what? Naga down. Fiend caught. Maybe 1-0 is getting a little bit complacent. Not complacent, but overconfident. This is hard to come back from, man. If you're on one base, you're on a timer usually. Whoops. Whoops. Good situation for Colorful then. He could be the Night Elf hero of the day. But yeah, you also know in Warcraft 3, you're just one fight away from tipping the scales again in your favor. With a Demon Hunter going down, for example. But yeah, that one fight there on the right-hand side was pretty good for Colorful. Again, reminder, in 20 minutes, we got the Back to Warcraft Weekly Cup. Sign up, sign up, sign up. Carson is waiting to cast you. And the more people sign up, the more content you get from Carson. Here, you know what's up with Levy? Didn't see him in a while. Yeah, we talked this morning over coffee. He currently is grinding knitting tutorials. He's very into knitting. Once he got his first pair of socks and scarf ready, he'll come back though. Now, Levy is oftentimes taking some breaks here and there. Yay, Michael Bradley! What's up, what's up, what's up? There's my prime and my support. Have a great day. Bro, you're in our supporter section every single day now, man. Holy shit. Holy shit. That's so awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Glad you're not getting tired of what we do. Thank you, Michael. One to 0 as a TP. No second level third here. Oh, now it is. Coil Nova level 2, but no coil available until he soaks up the mana. DK level 4 now. Nice movement speed addition. And the Dryads are all over the place. Would be lovely to get it done. Squid fishes. What a nickname, bro. Thank you for the prime. That is the C version of Sid Vicious. I love it. I love it. Scourge Bone Chimes. I guess Colorful loves that. Interesting to see for me, who has been a little absent of the entire internet, basically, for a couple of weeks. 1-0 is not playing his worms anymore. Is that just a phase?
A player's forces are under attack.
Or was that not successful anymore? Banshee's still good though. Banshee's amazing comeback mechanism if you get the time. Colorful at 50 food with 1,000 gold. This is not when he wants and should force a decisive fight, because you got to spend your gold. Going into upkeep now with an expo. What? Ah, okay. So he built a wisp, then built the expo. This is so greedy. Why is he so... Is this necessary to be this greedy? Poke into the base. Colorful forcing a town portal, which is fine. He did get the inside of the double temple, which is probably the most important right now. Okay, fighting on 1,000 gold is an absolute colorful classic. In this case, it does make a bit of sense, because he wants to prevent 1-0 from going across and kick his expo. And you know what? He is actually owning him. Again. Is he breaking that 15-0 dominance of 1-0? He got the knowledge. Demon Hunter 5 with Boots of Kaltalas. Vamp Aura. Staff Orb. All coming together. I don't see any mountain giants, fairy dragons. It's only 4-1 against Kaho. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, it's the Necro Wagon transition. It's not Banshees. As there are very few bears now anymore. Oh my god, that expo is gone. Lamau. I hope he doesn't show the Necro Wagons yet. One of the biggest upsides of Necro Wagons is the opponent doesn't know it's coming. He doesn't see a wagon. He doesn't see a Necro. This could still be a Bombs, Fiends, Banshees. And those are totally different strategies. Here we go. Smart 1-0. Smart. Very smart. Will it hit though? Okay, now Colorful knows. An Ancient of Wind with Fairy Dragons would be amazing.
The player's forces are under attack.
No Disease Cloud just yet. Containing 1-0 here will be good. Second expansion attempts. Unholy Frenzy. So rare and amazing to see. Can't jeopardize these wagons. For 1-0, it's always... Like, I never know. Is it misposition or is it bait? I can definitely see that he's good enough of a player to use units and heroes as bait. That's another town portal. That's a lot of bang for Colorful gone. Remember, he was at 50 food, 1,000 gold. He's not anymore. But yeah, again, with Necro Wagons, you don't want to fight at home turf. You want to fight in the base of the opponent. Where there might be a lot of wisps here then, though. Surely, oh my god, Colorful's at 12 workers? Really?
A player's forces are under attack.
That is so greedy. Like, the best thing about Necro Wagons is Mass Whiz Detonate. Fairy Dragon close second. Lemon's purple, thank you for the prime! Meowdy. I got 2, 3 whiz, but they will go into the gold mine. Lumber is alright though.
Player's forces are under
What is it? Doesn't have the ziggurat for 80 food. You gotta go now. It's not an 80 food push, it's a 70 food push. For Colorful, 14 food are missing from this army. They're still in production. Don't get fooled. Cripple is an amazing tool against the Demon Hunter, but of course Dryads have Dispel against that as well. Do you have enough Dispel against Necrowags? Disease Cloud did a hell of a job. Colorful did not go to the shop to get a heal scroll. I think that is a grave mistake. I would laugh my ass off if this Naga just dies. He has a mana potion. He can kill her! 1 to 0, don't stop moving! Ay, ay, ay. We got 2 wagons here. There's no Nature's Blessing. He makes the conscious decision that he doesn't even have to attack the building with the wagons. And he can... Oh my god. Oh, can someone check on Colorful if Colorful fell asleep? Oi, 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 oi. That was not the ideal play, I want to say. And now we got the skeletons here. Demon Hunter nuke, DK up front. That's the staff gone. We got a lot of normal damage here. Those are the wisps that I expected before. He doesn't use the skeletons though. To not feed them into wisps, I think. No or barely any mana. And we have 4 mountain giants. Colorful broke Necro Wagon pushes before against Labby, I remember, on Autumn Leaves. You want wisps? MGs, of course, nice. And at the moment, 1 to 0 can only work with the right click of his zeros until he uses that coil. This one. That coil right there. That was preventable. DK has nothing to save himself, though. Maybe the Lich can transfer a town portal? There we go. Okay. Let's cut them some slack. It's 1 AM gaming. They've probably played a lot. Oi, 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 oi. I think 1 to 0 could have lost this relatively easy. That happens when Night Elves give Undead a lot of time. Yeah. Holy hell! Colorful must win this. My god. But 1 to 0. Cool adjustment, man. Cool adjustment. That was indeed interesting. That was fun. From the undead perspective, lots of fun. Lots of fun. Carson is ready for you with the weekly cup. I hope you guys signed up. The link to the cup is here. Pew, 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 pew. And then I'm waiting for Carson's sign. He blessed you with his presence yesterday already. Let's see if he can entertain you today. Once Carson replies, he's getting ready. Ready whenever. Alrighty. Guys, see you tomorrow for Don't Rush Me. At the latest, maybe even earlier for Yu Tiao. We'll see what you get. Otherwise, Remo is there. Now, have fun with Carson.
Gotta stay